Living by faith, watching in hope, ready for the Master's return, this Sunday reflection is prepared by Father Aube Francis, pastor at St. Jude Church, Grand Rapids, Michigan, USA. First reading from the Book of Wisdom, chapter 18, verse 6-9. The Israelites were saved because they trusted in God's promises, even before they saw them fulfilled. This passage reflects the strength of faith in God's word and his covenant with his people. Their deliverance in Egypt was not random, it was rooted in a relationship built on fidelity and hope. The faithful knew what to expect because of God's revealed plan. The night of the Passover became a moment of transition from slavery to freedom. This teaches us that divine deliverance often comes to those who wait in hope and obedience. Psalm 33:1, 12, 18-22. Happy the nation that trusts in the Lord and acknowledges him as God. The psalm reminds us that God's eye is on those who fear him with love and hope. We are invited to place our hope not in human strength but in God's steadfast love. His mercy is our shield and our joy. Second reading, Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, 2 and 8-19. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. Abraham believed even when the path ahead was uncertain, trusting solely in God's promise. His obedience and journey into the unknown became a model of living faith. Faith is not passive, it demands courage, action, and surrender to divine providence. Sarah's barrenness was turned into fruitfulness because of trust in God's faithfulness. We are invited to imitate these patriarchs, journeying by faith toward a heavenly homeland. Gospel of St. Luke 12:35-40. Jesus exhorts us to be vigilant and ready. Like servants awaiting their master's return, readiness is not fear-based, but love-based, watching because we treasure the master. The image of girded loins and lit lamps calls for active discipleship. The Lord promises to serve those who are found faithful. What a reversal of roles! The parable reveals that we do not know the hour of the Lord's coming. Christians must live each day as if it is the day of the Lord. To be unprepared is to risk missing the joy of the kingdom. Vigilance, therefore, is an expression of our hope and fidelity. Reflection. Today's readings invite us into the mystery of faithful waiting and the blessedness of vigilance. Jesus says in the Gospel, "Blessed are those servants whom the Master finds vigilant on his arrival." The Lord is not only speaking about the end of time, but about every moment in our lives when God knocks on our hearts. The Gospel of Luke gives us the image of servants ready with lamps lit and loins girded, a symbol of active readiness, not slumbering discipleship. We are not to live in fear, but in expectant love, always prepared to welcome Christ, whether in prayer, in the poor, or in life's unexpected events. Our Christian life is not about predicting the moment of God's return, but about being present to him now. This daily readiness is nurtured through small but intentional acts, being faithful in prayer, extending forgiveness, helping a neighbor, and choosing truth over convenience. Like Abraham in the second reading, we are called to trust in God's promises, even when we do not see the full picture. Our true homeland is not here, but in heaven, and we journey toward it with hope and obedience. The Book of Wisdom reminds us that the righteous are confident in God's promises. The early Israelites prepared for the Passover in faith, not fear. In the same way, our Eucharist is a weekly Passover where we rehearse our final deliverance by keeping vigil with Christ. Psalm 33 reassures us, "The eyes of the Lord are upon those who hope for his kindness. He watches us not to punish but to bless." To guide and together. 1. Faith is not about seeing, it's about trusting the one who sees all. 2. God's promises are fulfilled in his time. Our task is to remain faithful. Like the Israelites, we are called to hope even in the darkness. Psalm 33 reminds us that God watches over those who trust in his love. Abraham teaches us that true faith obeys even when the path is unclear. Sarah's story proves that nothing is impossible for those who believe. Our journey of faith leads us toward a heavenly homeland, not earthly security. Jesus asks us to keep our lamps lit with love, prayer, and service. Vigilance is not fear, it's joyful expectation of the Lord's return. To be ready means to live each moment as a gift from God. Christ's return will be joyful for those who live in faithful readiness. The Master who comes will serve those who have served well. Discipleship requires daily choices rooted in hope, not comfort. The Eucharist is our strength to remain watchful and faithful. Are you awake to Christ's presence in the ordinary moments of your life? Let us not be caught spiritually asleep. Let us not be too distracted by worldly comforts or too discouraged by suffering to miss the Lord who comes in quiet and in glory. The vigilant servant is not the anxious one, but the loving one. Question for meditation: what am I doing today to keep my lamp burning and my heart awake to Christ's presence in the ordinary moments of my life? God bless you.